Welcome to the analysis guide for the openVA app. This video includes step-by-step instructions on analyzing VA data using the openVA app. Feel free to pause at each step to make sure you are not missing anything. If you have not installed the openVA app yet, visit this link to see the installation guide. This is the screen you will see once you launch the openVA app. First, let's go over the data. Data that are loaded should be ODK exports or data that have already been readily prepared for openVA. Check our example data at our GitHub page to see what column names are expected. Once you have the data ready, click on Browse to load the data. Once you load the data, you can see a list of specifications you can make. On this first set of checkboxes is where you can decide on the breakdown of your results. For example, if you would like the results broken down by male and female, check the second box. If you would like the results broken down by age-specific groups, check the third box. Check the fourth box if you would like to see results broken down by both age and sex. Next part is choosing the number of causes to include in the summaries and plots. Default setting is set at 10. This means that top 10 causes will be shown in all of the result summaries and plots that will be created from the app. Next step is to select the algorithm. Let's try in silico VA first. If you choose in silico VA, you will have to specify the number of iterations to run. In silico VA uses a Bayesian algorithm to estimate causes of death, CSMF, and their uncertainties by sampling the parameter values many times using a technique called MCMC. In general, a larger number of iterations is needed to ensure more robust estimation, although it also leads to longer run time. We recommend starting with around 5,000 iterations. The in silico VA algorithm will automatically increase the number of iterations if necessary. Finally, there is a checkbox for making sure the data are from an ODK briefcase export. Check the box accordingly with the data you have. Once all settings have been selected, click on Analyze My Data. Once the analysis starts, there will be a progress bar shown on the bottom right corner. At this step, the app will take your data and convert them into a format that will be understood by the algorithm and conduct the analysis. Depending on the size of your data, number of groups requested, and the number of iterations, this can take a few minutes. Once the analysis is done, you will see the results show up on the right. The first table on the top will show you the count of deaths by sex and age. It will also show if there are any cases that are missing the age information. Next, you will see a table of summary. This includes information on what algorithm was used and how many iterations were performed. If the originally specified number of iteration is not large enough, the algorithm may not be able to reliably estimate some CSMF, especially for the less prevalent causes. In this case, the MCMC chain may not pass the internal convergent test. Then the in silico VA algorithm will double the number of iterations and repeat this process. The total number of iterations showing at the end may be up to 4 times of the originally specified iterations. This is why the number of iterations shown here is more than what we had set in our settings. The results will also include the top 10 CSMF and their likelihood. Below the summary is the cause-specific mortality fraction plots for all records. This will show your top 10 causes and their mean probabilities with error bars. You can click on different tabs to examine summaries and plots in specific sex or age groups. Click on the Download Results tab to save the results. In addition to the results you saw earlier, you can also download the metadata, age distribution plots, individual cause of death, and warning messages. Now let's try Enter VA5. If you choose openVA5 as your algorithm, you have the option of choosing HIV and malaria prevalence. The choices include very low, low, and high. The result layout for openVA5 are similar to in silico VA. On the top is the counts of deaths by sex and age, followed by a summary of analysis including the algorithm information. Top 10 CSMF and top 6 circumstances of mortality categories. Below the summary results, there is the CSMF plot. One difference is that openVA5 will not provide margins of error. Now let's try Tariff 2. If you choose Tariff 2 as your algorithm, you have the option of choosing the country the data are from. You can also choose if data are from a HIV or malaria region. Use of healthcare experience variables and free text variables are also options you can select. Looking at the results for Tariff 2. On the top is the counts of deaths by sex and age, followed by a list of CSMF calculated. Below the calculated CSMF, there is the CSMF plot. Again, Tariff 2 will not provide margins of error for the CSMF. That concludes our tutorial on analyzing VA data on the openVA app. For further issues or questions, feel free to open an issue at our GitHub page, or email us at shinyopenva@gmail.com. Thank you.